Hi, I'm Mike, and I'm thrilled you're joining me. Together, we're about to embark on a journey through some of Europe's most enchanting winter destinations. There's a certain kind of magic that settles over the continent when the temperatures drop. The air gets crisp, the scent of mulled wine, roasting chestnuts fill the streets. A quiet blanket of snow transforms a bustling city into a storybook scene. Europe slows down just a bit, inviting us to savor the moment, huddled in a cozy cafe or marveling at a sky filled with dancing lights. This isn't just about surviving the cold, it's about embracing it. We'll explore festive Christmas markets that twinkle with a timeless charm, wander through landscapes straight out of a fairy tale, discover uniquely European winter experiences. So pack your warmest scarf and your sense of adventure. Get ready to dream and let your wanderlust wake for a different kind of European vacation. We'll go beyond the summer crowds to find the continent's cozy, glittering soul. Our first stop takes us way up north, to a place where winter isn't just a season, it's a way of life. We're in Rovaniemi, Finland, the official hometown of Santa Claus himself. Crossing the Arctic Circle here isn't just a line on a map, it feels like stepping into a childhood dream. The magic is palpable, especially for families. But honestly, it brings out the wide-eyed kid in all of us. Here, you can meet the man in red, send a postcard from his official post office with a special Arctic Circle postmark. But Rovaniemi is more than just a Christmas theme park. It's a gateway to incredible Arctic adventures. Imagine mushing through a silent, snow-covered forest, pulled by a team of eager huskies, or taking a peaceful reindeer sleigh ride. As dusk falls, which happens very early in winter, the real celestial show begins. This is one of the best places on Earth to witness the aurora borealis. Joining a Northern Lights tour is a must. You'll be whisked away from the city lights, maybe to a frozen lake or a clearing in the woods, huddling around a fire with a warm berry juice, waiting for the sky to erupt in curtains of green, pink, and purple light. A practical tip for anyone dreaming of this winter wonderland: if you want to visit in December, you have to plan and book far in advance. Accommodations, especially the famous glass igloos where you can watch the aurora from your bed, fill up months, sometimes a year, ahead. But the experience of being here during the peak of the festive season, with the snow falling and the spirit of Christmas all around, is truly worth the effort. From the rustic charm of the Arctic, we travel south to the heart of Old World Europe to a city of imperial grandeur, Vienna, Austria. In winter, Vienna trades its summer tourists for a different kind of energy. The grand boulevards of the Ringstrasse, lined with magnificent palaces and opera houses, take on a stately, almost poignant beauty under a dusting of snow. The city feels refined, elegant, and deeply connected to its rich history. Vienna is famous for its Christmas markets, or Christkindlmärkte, and for good reason. The one in front of the city hall, the Rathaus, is a fairy tale vision of twinkling lights and festive stalls. Seek out smaller, more local markets, Spittelberg, tucked into charming cobblestone lanes, or the elegant market at Schönbrunn Palace. Here, you can sip on Weihnachtspunsch and browse for intricate handcrafted ornaments, feeling the genuine warmth of Austrian holiday traditions. But the culture doesn't stop at the markets. Winter is the peak season for Vienna's world-class music scene. Attending a classical concert in a historic church or one of the city's gilded concert halls is an essential Viennese experience. And when the cold starts to seep in, there's no better refuge than a traditional Viennese coffee house. These are more than just places to get a drink. They are institutions, cozy living rooms for the city where you can linger for hours over a melange coffee and a slice of Sachertorte. For savvy travelers, here's a little tip. While December is magical, it's also the busiest. Consider visiting in January. The festive lights are often still up, the crowds have thinned, and hotel rates are much more reasonable. Plus, you have the chance to experience one of the most prestigious musical events in the world, the Vienna Philharmonic's New Year's concert. Vienna in winter is pure, refined European charm. Now let's head for the mountains, the big mountains. We're going to Zermatt, Switzerland, a village that sits humbly in the shadow of the Matterhorn. There's something primal and awe-inspiring about seeing it in person. Its jagged, pyramid-like shape dominates the skyline, changing with the light. A golden glow at sunrise, a stark silhouette against the starry night. In winter, draped in snow and ice, it commands respect and fills you with wonder. Zermatt is first and foremost a skier's paradise. World-class slopes for all levels, reliable snow, breathtaking vistas. Ski into Italy for lunch. Be back in Switzerland for dinner. You don't have to be an expert skier to enjoy the alpine majesty. The Görner Grat Railway, a cogwheel train that's been chugging up the mountain for over a century. One of the most scenic train rides on the planet. A viewpoint with a panoramic sweep of glaciers, 29 towering peaks. What makes Zermatt special is the village itself, completely car-free. Tiny, silent electric taxis, hotel shuttles. The air is clean. The crunch of snow under your boots, the distant chime of a church bell, the happy chatter from the après-ski scene. Strolling the main street, traditional wooden chalets, cozy shops, inviting restaurants. After a day in the crisp mountain air, indulge in a classic Swiss tradition. Find a rustic wood-paneled restaurant. Gather around a bubbling pot of fondue, dipping crusty bread into rich melted cheese. Perhaps a glass of local fendant wine. It's more than a meal, a communal, comforting ritual that warms you from the inside out. Zermatt is the quintessential Swiss winter dream, made real. Let's journey now to a city that seems to have been plucked directly from the pages of a medieval fairy tale, Prague. The capital of the Czech Republic is stunning in any season, but in winter, it possesses a special moody beauty. When a light snow dusts the city's thousand spires, coats the red-tiled roofs, and settles on the cobblestones of its winding lanes, Prague becomes utterly magical. The usual summer crowds are gone, replaced by a quiet, contemplative atmosphere that lets you connect more deeply with the city's soul. Your first walk should be across the iconic Charles Bridge, especially early in the morning when the mist is rising from the Vltava River. The statues of the saints that line the bridge stand like silent, snow-capped guardians of the city. As you look up towards the magnificent Prague Castle complex looming over the city, it's easy to imagine centuries of history unfolding right where you stand. The view from the castle ramparts, looking back over the lesser town and Old Town Square, is one of Europe's finest, especially with the city blanketed in white. Like Vienna, Prague embraces the holiday season with wonderful Christmas markets. The main one in the Old Town Square is a festive hub, centered around a massive, beautifully decorated tree. Here, you can warm your hands with a cup of svarak, that's hot mulled wine, and sample a turdelnik. This is a unique local treat, a spiral of sweet dough, roasted over charcoal and dusted with sugar and walnuts. Watching them being made is part of the fun, and eating one while strolling through the festive square is a quintessential Prague winter experience. One of the great advantages of visiting Prague in the winter, especially after the New Year's rush, is the value. In January and February, you'll find thinner crowds and more affordable prices for flights and hotels. This allows you to explore the city's incredible museums, historic synagogues, and cozy, traditional pubs without the hustle. It's a chance to see Prague not as a tourist hotspot, but as a living, breathing city with a rich, complex history and a resilient, welcoming spirit. It's a fairy tale come to life. For our next adventure, we're heading back north, deep inside the Arctic Circle, to Tromsø, Norway. Known as the Paris of the North, this vibrant city is a beacon of light and culture in the heart of the polar night. Visiting Tromsø in the depths of winter means experiencing a phenomenon where the sun doesn't rise above the horizon for weeks. But don't mistake this for complete darkness. The sky glows with a beautiful ethereal blue light for several hours a day, casting a serene, otherworldly mood over the snow-covered landscape. Tromsø is one of the best and most accessible places in the world to hunt the northern lights. The city is a hub for aurora safaris. You can join a bus tour that chases clear skies, take a small group tour to a remote wilderness camp with a warm lavoo, or even go on an overnight boat excursion. Guides are experts, part scientist, part storyteller, and their passion for the aurora is infectious. Seeing the lights dance above the Norwegian fjords becomes a core memory. Beyond the lights, Tromsø is fascinating to explore. The striking Arctic Cathedral, triangular like an iceberg, is a modern masterpiece. Its huge stained glass window glows beautifully during the polar night. The Polar Museum offers exhibits on Arctic trapping and exploration. It reveals the resilience of the people who call this region home. Learning about indigenous Sami culture is a key experience. Visit a Sami camp, watch reindeer herding, listen to Joak songs and stories, and share a meal around the fire. Practical tip: layering is essential. Quality thermal base layer, fleece mid-layer, windproof, waterproof outer shell, plus a good hat, gloves, and insulated boots. Don't let the cold deter you. Tromsø offers a profound, exhilarating connection to the wild heart of the Arctic. Our final destination is a land of dramatic, otherworldly landscapes, a place where the forces of nature are on full, spectacular display. We're in Iceland. In winter, the land of fire and ice truly lives up to its name. The fire comes from the geothermal energy bubbling just beneath the surface, vast glaciers, frozen waterfalls, delicate crystalline caves. The low winter sun casts long shadows, creating a stark and breathtakingly beautiful scene, unlike anywhere else on Earth. Driving in Iceland in winter can be treacherous, with icy roads and unpredictable weather. That's why I strongly recommend joining guided tours for most of your excursions. This isn't just safer, it's better. Local guides know the conditions, they know the best spots, geology, folklore, history. A classic tour is the Golden Circle. Gullfoss waterfall, often frozen. Strókur geyser erupting in the Geyser geothermal area. Thingvellir National Park, where tectonic plates pull apart. One of the most magical experiences is ice caving. New caves form each year by melting and refreezing glacial rivers. Guided by experts, you can venture inside shimmering sapphire blue ice. It feels like stepping inside a giant gemstone. And of course, there's the Blue Lagoon. Soaking in mineral-rich, geothermally heated waters, with steam rising and snow falling, is an iconic and wonderfully relaxing experience. Winter in Iceland is prime time for the Northern Lights. Away from Reykjavik, the dark, clear skies provide a perfect canvas for the aurora. Many tours are dedicated to finding them. Whether you're standing on a black sand beach watching the lights dance over the ocean, or seeing them from a remote country hotel, it's the ultimate grand finale to an Icelandic adventure. Iceland in winter is raw, powerful, and profoundly beautiful. And so our winter journey through Europe comes to an end. From the festive cheer of Santa's hometown to the raw, elemental beauty of Iceland, we've seen how the continent transforms under a blanket of snow. Winter isn't a season to be endured, but a magical time to be embraced. It's a season of twinkling lights that defy the darkness. Historic charm made cozier by the cold. Thrilling adventures only possible when the world freezes over. It offers a chance to see famous places in a new, more intimate light. The memories made on a winter trip are unique. Warmth of mulled wine on a cold night, shared awe of the northern lights dancing across the sky, the quiet crunch of snow under your boots on a medieval street, cozy comfort of a mountain chalet after a day on the slopes. These are the moments that connect us to the simple, profound joys of the season. Europe in winter invites you to slow down and savor these experiences. So I encourage you, don't wait for summer. Consider a different kind of European adventure. Pack your coziest sweater. Embrace the chill in the air. Go create your own unforgettable winter memories. The magic is out there waiting for you. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Keep exploring and stay warm.